everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Theoni with Thrifty Divas and I'm here. I know it's been quite a while. I saw the comments starting this morning already. Where are you? I miss you. Are you okay? Did you get lost in a Dollar Tree or a thrift store? What happened? I hope you're okay. So, but if you have been watching me, I did kind of give everybody a heads up that was going to happen because I knew it would. So it started with my aunt, the other Thrifty Diva, coming up from Texas. We had my grandfather's memorial for that weekend and that was absolutely wonderful and amazing. And I'm so grateful that we finally got to have it. It was just really, really wonderful. And thank you to the people who reached out for me that remembered and reached out through email and stuff for that weekend. That was really awesome of you to remember. And it does mean a lot to me. Then after that, I had my first vaccine. I'm not going to get into all this. It'll make the video a million times longer. Then my mom had her second vaccine like a day later. What else happened? Well, what happened for at least a week was I was preparing for a litigation, which was yesterday, and I knew that was going to just take me off the map because it always does, you know, in addition with everything else in life and other work and all of that, a litigation will always take me off the map for a while. And I have another big one in May, so that'll take me out for a week for sure, at least. Anyway, so yeah, and the one yesterday isn't over. We have another date in July, so that'll take me out for a week then too, and it'll just keep happening. So I will fall off. Anytime there's a big litigation, I'll be gone for a week, like guaranteed. So I try to give you heads up when it happens, when I know there's a big court date coming up. And the busier I get at work, the more that's going to happen. But, you know, whatever. What else? Yeah, I guess that's it. So let's just jump right in. I did break it down into category and yeah, let's just begin. So thank you all for your patience while I was missing in action with the rest of my life. And here we go. First is going to be food and drink. I repurchased, and of course the birds are like, hey, I repurchased these Alka 65s, these huge 50.7 ounce electrolyte waters in preparation for shot 2. So I just like staying proactive. Then I got some clearance little food items. I got these Lance Toasty peanut butter sandwich crackers for 25 cents, as well as these little JR dippers. These are the pretzel ones with the cheese, and those were also 25 cents. So I grabbed those. My son wanted more fruit cups, so I got him one of the peach cups and one of the orange cups. They are distributed by Greenbrier and they are made in China. Then I got 2 of these little 5 packs of like ½ ounce bags of these little chips. These are distributed by Greenbrier, these Home Style Selects. They're just great to have, you know, 5 bags for $1 is pretty cool. And the weather is getting nicer, and every time we go anywhere, my son likes to make it a picnic. And a picnic for him is like a bag of chips and a juice box, and he's really happy, and he thinks we had a picnic that day. So I just like to have those to bring with us. We do have actual picnics, but he turns everything into a picnic. Then they had 2 different stores. This is from, so I got this rice Chex, gluten-free. My husband got into this and this is almost empty already, I feel. And then I got several boxes of these. My husband doesn't even know about this yet, because if he did, I wouldn't have anything to show you right now. So this is the family size sugar cookie toast crunch. It is 1 pound, 3.3 ounces, good until September 22nd of this year. So that's really cool. And I've seen other people hauling some really other awesome ones, and I'm hoping to find those as well. I think that's it for food and drink. So let's go ahead and move on to the next category. Okay, the next category I'm going to move into is like party and summer, like together. So this was the other tablecloth I was looking for, and it was much harder to find than the rainbow striped metallic one that they have. But this is just like a confetti speckled one, and I got this. So it's rectangular, it's 54 by 108 again, but I got this to use as wrapping paper as well. So I just picked up one of those. I think that is super pretty. And my nails are a mess and my fingers are stained because in addition to the things that have been keeping me busy, my Easter is this weekend. And today is Holy Thursday. So it is tradition to dye your eggs on Holy Thursday. So I did do that today with my mom and little man. And we did it in the like traditional way. So I did film it. So I'll put a little video up. It's fun just to see. So yes, okay. So then the tablecloth. Then these really cool cutlery sets with glitter. So it is a 24 piece spoons, forks, and knives with glitter, if you can see it. It's not like the sun is not setting. I'm losing light because there might be a storm moving in a while, so that's why it's like super cloudy. But so I got the pink glitter, and then they had this gorgeous turquoise glitter as well. Got 2 each of those. Then I picked up 2 of these metal welcome blue truck hanging signs. In my last walkthrough, I showed they have a red one too that said God bless America or the USA. I can't remember which it said, but it said God bless, I think America. It was either America or the USA, but it was in my last walkthrough. And I also showed these in my last walkthrough. So I picked up the metal gnome stakes for Memorial Day or the 4th of July. So I found 3. This one, and this one. Very, very cool. And then I fell in love with this new pattern this year. So I got 2 of the dish drying mats for my house here, as well as 2 of the towels that match. And I also got this food tent in that same pattern. I have so many of these, but I love them. And I love this pattern. I had to have it. So I got that. And then I have a whole bin going now for Greece, for my house in Greece. I'm not going to go this summer, but I'm definitely going to go next summer. I'm going to make it my plan. And I've made it my plan for the last decade to be able to travel there with nothing, because I have all of my clothes there and pretty much anything I need, and then I can buy anything else I need, like toiletries or whatever. So I can go with a huge suitcase full of stuff for the house. It'll be great. And then my son now has to buy a ticket, so he gets his own suitcase, so I don't have to worry about his stuff. So again, loving this pattern, got 4 of the chair cushions for our kitchen chairs in Greece, because you've heard me say it's right on the Aegean. Like, that's so cool. I love it. So I'm putting those in my suitcase. And then I got 2 signs. I got this for here, this welcome sign. And I got this sign again with the same design. This matches all of this stuff, and it says life is better at the beach. And I think this is going in my suitcase for the house in Greece. It could fit in here just as well, but I want it in Greece, so I got that. And I think that's it for the summer and party stuff. So let's move on to the next category. Before I move on to the next category, I always forget at least one thing. I was actually looking for this. This is party, so let me show you this now. This is the movie themed 7 photo prop things, and it has the clapper, 2 popcorns, tickets, 3D glasses, and champagne glasses. But I don't like the champagne glasses, but I have these up in the movie space downstairs, but I wanted another one, I was thinking, for next to like the snacks. So it took me a really long time to find this now that I wanted it again. It was always something that they had, but one of those, I want it now and I can't find it. But I really wanted another one of these with the popcorn and stuff and the clapper, the tickets to put in the little snack area downstairs in the movie room. So there you go. That's that. And now we'll move on to the next category. I fibbed again. There's one more summer thing. So, okay, this time should be it. This time should be it. And then we'll move on. So I showed these in a walkthrough. They have them in red, white, and blue. They're these little like double-walled buckets. I thought this would be adorable for ice or maybe some bottles of water and stuff like that. It looks like a Solo cup. I got the red one specifically for that reason because it looked most like a Solo cup. I just loved that. Had to have it. So grab that for the summer. The next category I'm finally going to get into now is Mother's Day. A few Mother's Day items. Not that much right now, but I did get a bunch of Mother's Day cards. I'm not going to show you the inside, but I got 2 of this one for my aunt and my husband's mom. And then I got this for my mom. And this for my other aunt. And also for my mom, I picked up this really adorable stick balloon. They had so many that I loved that I couldn't choose, but I got this Mom, You Are Sweet as Can Be with the bees and the honeycomb pattern on it because part of my mom's Mother's Day present is going to be a little bee themed thing. So I thought that would go wonderfully. You know what else would be a great idea for Mother's Day? And you've heard me rave about them before, is Rose Forever New York City. These roses last for up to 1 year. I am blessed to own 2 of them. So they come in a black velvet box and you can do square or round. They start as low as around $49 for a beautiful single rose in a black velvet hat box, or the newer ones that they have that I love are in these acrylic boxes with a drawer so you can put anything you want in there, jewelry, makeup. You can put money in it when you give it as a gift or a beautiful piece of jewelry. And the great thing about this, you can of course store it open if you want, like this, to display the roses. But what I love about the acrylic box is the top, and that you can put it on and you can still view your roses, but they will not get dusty. You will never have to worry about them getting dusty in this box because they will not be exposed. I absolutely love Rose Forever NYC, and with Mother's Day right around the corner, I want to share something with you guys. I have a $20 off code for you guys, $20. So I'm going to put it right here for you. It's Thrifty Divas 20. I'll also put all links down below in the description box, as well as the discount code for you again. Go ahead and check them out. They have amazing colors. They have wild colors, bright blues. Then they have blacks or golds or silver metallics. They have something for every liking. Round boxes, square boxes, in the black velvet hat boxes, and now these new beautiful crystal boxes that are nice acrylic boxes that will never get dusty, and you can store your precious things on there. Isn't that like, oh, the possibilities are endless for this one too. Sweet 16s, christenings, you could do baby blue roses for a boy and put, whatever. But Mother's Day is coming up. Act fast. It's going to happen before you know it, right? It's like a few days away, but if you order now, you should be good. And go check out their website. Everything's down below for you. $20 off from me to you, from them. Thrifty Divas 20, guys. All right, so that's Mother's Day, and let's move on. We're going to move on to some books. From there. Okay. So the books are like the wow item of the week around me right now. Like when you walk in, that whole flat surface was full of books this last week. So I picked up whatever looked good to me. I got this Low and Slow. This is part 2. The Art of Barbecue, Smoke Roasting, and Basic Curing, 100 all new recipes. So I'm not gonna like go through them all for you and stuff because we have a lot, but $22 original retail in the US. I thought this would be great to save for Father's Day. you know, as part of a gift with other stuff, barbecue tools, sauces, etc. Then I thought this was really, really sweet. This is this hardcover book. The price is covered up, so I can't see the original retail, but it's Friendsgiving. Recipes, menus, ideas, Friendsgiving. Celebrate your family of friends. So I'll probably save that, I don't know, to send to my best friend. I don't know, I just loved it. And then this gorgeous book, and it has a textured cover, and this is the top of a loaf of bread, guys. Oh yeah, yes it is. So this is called Flower Lab, and this retailed for 30 something. I see the 35 US originally. Look at that. Oh yeah. So it says an at-home guide to baking with freshly milled grains. So it says, do you want to make your own pizza dough from freshly milled flour, pizza and focaccia, pastry and bread? I just thought that was awesome, and I thought my stepfather might like that. So that's just a nice one to even just look through. Then, of course, I had to get chocolate every day, because yes, that's why. 85 plus plant-based recipes for cocoa treats that support your health and well-being. Healthy chocolate. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I thought that was great. This retailed for $27 originally. And then we have this beautiful canvas book. I love this feel. I love the feel of books. I'm like a very tactile person. So this book is called The Tiny Mess, and it retailed originally for $25. It says, from sailboats to trailers, tree houses to cottages, this book is alive with stories of tiny houses, the people who live in them, and the meals they love. Featuring photographs of intimate kitchens and the fresh, colorful food that is made in them, The Tiny Mess offers full-flavored recipes for inventive dishes such as sourdough pancakes, kitchen sink quiche, nopal cactus salad, slow stewed rabbit, and blueberry and lime pie. The collection also includes narratives about the artisans, cooks, anglers, and farmers who own and work in these tiny spaces and their favorite small kitchen hacks, inspiring anyone who dreams of living better with less. Yeah. So the title up here, which got me, Recipes and Stories from Small Kitchens. I love that. Okay. And then this might be a repurchase. It looked familiar to me. Naturally Delicious. Retailed for US $30. 100 recipes for healthy eats that make you happy. And then we got, this looked beautiful. Look at this. Wild Mediterranean. That looks 27 US originally. The age-old science new plan for a healthy gut with food you can trust. So it's about like the Mediterranean diet, which for me is definitely the right one, right? Based on genetics, as they say. Okay. And then the last two books I think you're going to love as much as I did. So these retailed for $12 US. But look. These are novels. These are full-length little novels, but they're tiny. And thank goodness, knock on wood, my reading vision is still perfection. So not a problem for me. But I was thinking travel. So like, I'm thinking of going away to like the DR again, maybe like this summer, depending on like what court cases I have going on and scheduling and stuff, but I would really like to. But when I saw these, I was like, bring these, like, you know, in your backpack on the plane. They're so light, and then you can have them to read poolside on vacation. These are amazing. So I didn't even like look at what the plot was. I didn't care. So this is a New York Times bestseller, All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. The story of a boy called Finch and a girl named Violet. And this, so it's a full-length novel, guys. Isn't that amazing? And this is called Everything, Everything. Another New York Times #1 bestseller by Nicola, I don't know, Yoon. And it's another full-length novel. Live life in a bubble or risk everything for love. But I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, the next category I'm going to jump into is going to be house type stuff. Okay, so first thing I found, I was so happy to find it, repurchase. I got one last time I needed one because I'm like, oh, I need 3. Well, no, it turns out I need 4. I'll put a picture right here of what I did. So I have my chia seeds, chia powder, flax seeds, and flax powder, but I forgot one. I forgot my flax seeds, I think. So I just need to fill this, label it, and then I will have my 4. So I was very happy to find that of these stackable jars. Was afraid. I was like, great. Thought I was a little caught up. Needed one more. Now I'm never going to find it, but I did. Thank goodness. Woo, love it when that happens. Okay. Then I just bought a little one of these little sieve thingies, whatever you want to call it. Mesh strainer. Yeah, that's what you call it. You know, I only have big ones and I was like, what happened? Oh, so at my grandfather's memorial, I was making Bloody Marys. I used to be a bartender for like a very long time. Anyway, so I was making Bloody Marys because my parents were like, you have to for the memorial, like make huge pictures. And I was like, okay. And I was like squeezing lemon and lime like a little bit. And then my mom like ran under me with this, here, use this. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. Like for the seeds. And I was thinking, I don't have one of these. So yeah, little story for this stupid thing, but I don't have one and it's cool and it will come in handy. I know it will. When I do like powdered sugar on desserts and stuff, I bust out the big one. I'm like, you know, like you need a little one. Why do I not have one? Now I do. Problem solved. Okay. Then in the housewares section, I showed these in a walkthrough. These are Edge Painters by Core Pacific. So they are not distributed by Greenbrier. I thought that was really cool. I just picked up 2 of those. So that's what they look like in there. They're like soft furry. I don't know. But I just got 2 to have in the painting stash. You know, we actually have like a little room that we call the paint pit downstairs in the basement. It's like subterranean and it's where we keep all our paint stuff. So that's going there. Then I never thought I would find these, and I did, and I was very happy to find them. So these is that like frosted window film, 11.8 inches by 47.2 inches. They have 2 different patterns. So look on the side there, it'll be checked off for you. They just have this like kind of grid one, and then they have a floral one. So I bought several of each of these because I was thinking for here, and then I definitely want to try to do like at least one of my sliding glass doors in my room, in my bedroom in Greece, because the sun rises right there and it's just horrible. Anyway, so I figured let me just do one of the double or anything. I'm just going to bring it there. I'm going to bring it there and I'm sure I'll be able to frost something over there. So I got several of each design. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this, I got the floral for here and this, the grid for Greece, because if you've been watching, I want to turn my bedroom there. That would have gone with the rose theme that it is now, but I want to turn it nautical. So then I just picked up 2 of these 11 by 14 frames because they don't always have them and they're a little tricky to find sometimes. And there's a few things I needed it for. Couldn't remember what, but I will. And I got them, made sure to have them. Then I got a couple of these non-slip rug underliners. They are 18 by 28 inches. They are imported by Greenbrier. They're pretty good. They're fair, especially for $1. But I needed those. Then I never in a million years thought I was going to end up finding these, and I found them. So these are stainless steel drinking straws, and you get 2 straight, 2 bent, and a brush cleaner for $1. I am so excited about this. This is so cool. So I got 3. Because I thought they'd be great for gifts too, or stocking stuffers or whatever. They're just overall awesome. And I think the last houseware item that I'm going to show you are these adorable little boxes. So they only had 2 sizes at my store, so I don't know if there's more, but they have these that you could put little labels in if you'd like, or just leave it like that. but they have this size and then they have this size. So I got 2 of each, and I was hoping for the little ones that this would work, and let me show you, it does. So there's my infamous black Post-its. I just threw one in there to check the size, and it does. So you can definitely put Post-its in this on your desk, and that's what I will be doing with one of those for sure. So I'm pretty sure you could stand a whole bunch of business cards up in there, but you wouldn't be able to see them. But anyway, whatever. Anyway, they're just awesome. So I got 2 of each of those. All right, and yeah, that is it for house stuff. So let's move on to the next category. Now I'm just going to kind of do a whole bunch of mini categories. So I'm going to do apparel type things really quickly. So they had these. Now they've had these before, but they were like wider and like square. But these are more narrow and rectangular. They came in several different colors, but I liked the black with the gray. So I just picked up one of those. Thought that would be great for the beach. And then I got 2 pairs of socks for my friend Patty's son, Patty, over at Patty's Chance Holes and More. Please go check her out. Tell her Theoni sent you if you have not checked her out yet. I'm sure you will love her. But I picked these up for her son, William, who you will also see on her channel with her from time to time. I didn't tell her. I forgot to tell her, so hopefully she hasn't found them since. So Patty, if you're watching, these are for William. I was looking for the taco socks, but I couldn't find them. But I did find the video game ones, and I found the chicken and waffle ones, which I thought were awesome. So I picked those 2 up for Patty's son, William, and I will be keeping an eye out for the taco ones if she has not gotten them yet. So that's that. So that's it for apparel. Now let's really quickly, just like craft stuff. I got these 4 acrylic paints by Acrylology. Anyway, 4-ounce bottles made in the USA. It was for an Easter DIY that I wanted to do, but Easter's in 3 days and it's probably not going to happen. I wanted to do it last year too. So now we're on year 2 and I have absolutely everything I need for it. But oh well, there's always next year. Okay, that's that. Then some phone stuff. I got this clear case for my stepfather. So he's got an SE. I don't know. And the one thing I noticed about the SE is that I think the screen is beveled because screen protector doesn't. I tried one for a 6, 7, 8, and it like didn't stick on around the edges. And then I was like, why is it not sticking on around the edges? And I really think that's like a curved screen. I don't know. I have to ask Patty. Anyway, and then I got these 2 for me. I got the black with the kickstand, and I got another leopard print one. And then also for me, I love these. I should have gotten more. Did I only get myself one of these? That was dumb. I hope I got more. Anyway, I at least wanted 2, like to have a backup. But I got the little black pom-pom ball. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. This was a wish list item. I'm so happy I found it. And I showed it in my last walkthrough. They had tons of other colors, but I really wanted black. And I also got myself this gray and white Gingham Pop Socket, because I love it. It's so cute. So yeah, that would go. I was thinking this, and then I was thinking this, of course. Yeah, I love it. All right, so that's it. So those are all the mini categories. Now let's do the next mini category, which is toys. I only got a couple of things. Picked this up for my friend Gina. This little painting set with a little easel and a canvas, this little space canvas. So I picked that up for Gina for her the next time I send her a package. And then I also grabbed a few of these. These are My Little Pony batch 2, 12 to collect. I don't know what they are. I had picked these up for my friend's daughter, but I don't think we're friends anymore because I asked her a question and sent her a screenshot, and now we're not friends. Whatever. Okay, then we weren't friends to begin with. But I guess I'll put those in toys for tots. Okay, and that's it for toys. Really, really little mini categories. And now I believe the last category, and it'll end this haul, is health and beauty. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So I showed these in the walkthrough, and I kick myself for not getting more. I wanted to go back and get more, but I've been so busy. I haven't been out to the store, and now they're probably all gone, but hopefully I'll find more. It's these Firefly electric toothbrushes, Lion King. They are so heavy. They feel so well made. This is absolutely amazing. So I got these for my son. I got one as a backup. They are soft. And then they do have a cover, and it has an antibacterial cover, it says, and it takes, what's up with the batteries? It doesn't, one AA battery included. But how cool would that be for like Toys for Tots too? I think that would be really awesome. That's why I'm kicking myself for not getting more. But I got one for him and then one to have as a backup if that breaks. Then they had some fun disposable masks back. So I got some for myself and some for my husband. So I got these gray and white, black camo, 3 packs of masks. I got this that looks like a Burberry print almost, right? I got that for me. And then I got this for me as well. This is like a white, black, gray, and hot pink camo. I thought that was really cute. And Huggies Simply Clean wipes. Always need these. Fragrance-free 40 count. Oh, I did get myself a backup. Woo! Okay, because that would have been really unlike me to just get one. Then I saw my friend Lee over at Lee's Home show these, and I was like, oh, I hope I find that. That is amazing. And hopefully they come out with other ones. Like a knee would be awesome. But this is, as seen on TV, copperware. This is an elbow sleeve. I'm really wondering how much these cost when they were seen on TV. That's amazing. I don't know, but it's like a compression elbow sleeve with copper. So it says 88% copper nylon and 12% spandex. The store was jam-packed with just large. That's all they had. So I got one for just to have here in my medical stash, and one for my stepfather because he has like an elbow issue, like tennis elbow. So it flares up from time to time. So that was amazing for $1. Also amazing for $1 was these Milani Retouch and Erase concealers. So I got 2 of those in medium, and the store that I found these at, if you're local, it happened to be the Shirley store, but they had like 4 different colors I showed in the walkthrough. You know, usually when you find something cool like that, they only have like 1 color, but they had like 4. So this happens to be medium, 04 medium, and that's really great for $1. That's pretty cool. And then I got one of these, this Wet n Wild Nourishes Lashes waterproof formula in very black. It's mega protein mascara, lash conditioning. And then I got 2 of these little itty bitties because I thought they would be perfect for your purse or if you're traveling, Theonian traveling. This is Wet n Wild Mega Volume Waterproof Mascara. It's so tiny. So it just has very black. This is also very black, yeah. But look at how tiny. Yeah, so I got 2 of those. They are so cute. Look, see how small? They're so small. That's really cool for travel. Then I got myself one of these little like pedicure implement tubes. It says it's a 3-piece manicure set. No, it's not. You don't put a toe separator on your hand. But it was glitter. I showed them in the walkthrough. They had like turquoise, something else. I don't remember. Check out the walkthrough. But I got pink. So it's got a pink glitter nail file, like a cuticle pusher, and a glitter toe separator. You kind of have to buy 2. I don't, because you got 2 feet. Yeah. Anyway, but I got one. Then what else do we have in here? Then I got one of these, again, because it's tiny and I love it. This is a Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Finish Setting Spray, 0.67 fluid ounces. And Wet n Wild is cruelty-free, guys, in case you didn't know. And then I think this is going to be the last bit of health and beauty as well. So we're like done. Yeah, okay. So I got a few nail polishes. I got this Wet n Wild Fast Dry in white. It's just white. So I like that. And then this looked really cool to me. They had a red one too. You see that? It says Boom on the top, like a comic book. And it looks kind of like clear-y. It's weird. But they're calling it Candy Gloss Nail Tint. So I'm wondering if it's going to come out like jelly nails, you know? But I thought that was really cool. So I got this blue one that they had. They just had this and red. So, like I said. And then this is Fast Dry also. I got 2 of these because I liked it so much. I'm actually wearing it right now, but I've had it on for a week. And now it's like chipping off, and I dyed eggs and my fingers are stained. And I've been doing tons of cleaning today. So it's starting to chip off today. But it goes from green to purple. It's so cool. And I got myself little bubbles because I didn't wait long enough in between coats because I'm impatient. But that's what happens. If you rush between coats, the evaporation will give you bubbles. So you got to chill. But it is Fast Dry, and it does. It's true. They're not lying. This is called Grey's Anatomy. I love that. Okay. This was called A Case of Blue. And the white is called Desperate House White. Yeah, so I got those 3. Well, 2 of these. But one's inside because I already used it. Yeah, so pretty. It's so fun. See that? I love it. Okay, so that's going to do it for now. And don't forget, Mother's Day is right around the corner. So for all of the wonderful women in your life, make sure to go check out the links down below. Rose Forever New York. Use my code for $20 whole off your order, which is pretty stinking amazing, I think. So everything's down below for you in the description box. Remember, there's a little tiny arrow that you hit it and it drops down the full description box, because a lot of people have said, you know, oh, I can't see things. You got to drop it down, look for the little tiny V or arrow, and it'll open that up for you. $20 off, Thriftydivas 20. It's all down below for you. So that's going to do it, guys. I got to go inside, continue my evening, cook dinner, etc., etc. And until the next video, stay blessed, my friends. I love each and every one of you.